Hi guys, welcome to eerified. This is where the place we talk about everything supernatural. And today, I nak perkenalkan I punya guest, Mr. Iskandar.
Hi.
Why not you introduce
Hi
yourself to
everyone.
our...
Okay, hi. I'm Iskandar Ismail. I'm originally from Singapore, and I'm the latest winner of Gaga Vaganza 12.
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I know recently you have released your new songs.
Yes.
Why not talk a bit about it?
Okay, I did two singles actually. One is the Hari Raya song that I remake back from Kak Aisyah. The title called Pulanglah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I have one duet song with Idayu. That is the AF winner. It's called Mahal. Yeah, it's a lovely duet song. Actually, the song that I did with her, it was surprisingly when I was in between the competition of Gaga Vaganza. So I had the opportunity to record the song. So I don't want to waste the opportunity, so I took it.
You took the opportunity.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh.
Why not can you give us a little bit glimpse of how the songs is gonna be like?
Okay, yeah.
You know?
Okay. It's a love song actually. You know, Mahal is so-called like a word from Tagalog, from Philippines actually.
Yeah, Mahal.
Yeah, Mahal is love. So we don't want to use love in Malay like cinta is like common, right? So it's like Tuhan jadikan aku temannya untuk selamanya. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
You are the first guest that you actually sing in front of the camera. What about the other song?
Okay. The other song is I can't remember. It's Hari Raya song.
It's okay.
How the song goes? See, Hari Raya is only like once a year.
Yeah.
So, no, I can't remember lah.
It's okay now, no worries. Okay. It's okay. Later, maybe when we talk
Talk
along,
along the way, then I can remember.
Yeah, because it's just I'm selfish lah. I want to listen to the vocals, you know. So tak apa, if not now, later.
Okay, can.
All right. So we're back to the main topics because we have you here because we know that you have some encounters.
Yes.
And these stories are not local; they came from Singapore. So it's like international horror stories because. Interestingly, a lot of our viewers are actually from Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think Singaporeans, I heard people say that Singaporeans is the nation of horror stories.
Yes, there's a lot of stories that I heard before, and eventually I experienced quite a number of occasions that I did.
Numbers.
Yeah, numbers actually. Yeah.
I see. Okay, let me ask you this question. This is the question I ask everyone when they come to my show. I always ask like, do you actually believe in ghosts or supernatural stuff before you encountered it?
Actually, we Muslim, we believe that it's not only us that is living in the world. So there's a lot of encounters around us. So it's not that we believe lah, but it's like we know that this thing exists. So I prepared for it actually.
You also mean you're prepared. You're actually expecting to see one in your life.
Yeah, and actually I've encountered before that. Like Malay say, kena sampuk.
Sampuk.
The thing went inside my body. Yeah, that's one of the worst.
Like possessed.
Yeah, get possessed. Yeah, that's one of the worst that I've encountered lah. I cannot remember a lot of things from there, but what I realized that when I opened my eyes, all the things was so small. So eventually, the thing was at the front of me. I was at the back of it. Yeah, that's one of the worst part that I have encountered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. If that's the case, can we start diving into the stories?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. First of all, I've encountered when I was, I think, 6-7 years old.
Oh, so that's very young.
When I was very young, because we boys, we love playing football and everything. We were so sporty, running around and everything. So eventually, I kicked one when I was coming back from school. I was running around, kicking the ball along the road and stuff like that. So eventually, I kicked one of the Chinese prayers thing. Yeah, I accidentally kicked it. So I didn't know. So I just like, okay, never mind, just walk over and just pass over.
And you're just a kid only.
Yeah,
right?
I was so young. I didn't know anything about it, right? So eventually, I think on the day itself, at night, I got possessed. Yeah.
Well, how do you know you got possessed?
Because I can't remember a thing. I remember my sister was telling me that I was, not myself. I was not myself, and I was like trying to get out of the house, and I was so angry at the point of time, and I was trying to get out of the house and trying to open the lock, and when my sister was telling me, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And then I turned around, I was like, "Oh." I make that face, I make that sound. That was not me. So she was so scared. She was so paranoid. And then I think I remembered when one time I opened my eyes, I realized that all the things were so small. It's like so far away. It's so small. When if you see a camera like this, right? So eventually, I think it was really, really small. It was so far away. So I think the thing was at the front of me. I was at the back of it. I think so, because I was having headaches, but then I can't remember anything else. Yeah, I opened my eyes and see, everything was so small. I was so far away. That was the visual that I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, and then I think my mom and dad eventually bring me to so-called Bomo, to trying to bring me back. And then when we went to the Bomo in one of the estate in Ang Mo Kio, the Bomo checked on me and everything. He says, yeah, I was possessed by this Chinese. That I think he knows everything. I kicked it and everything. So yeah. So eventually, he gave, I don't know what, he said prayers and everything. So the next day I was getting better and better and better. But I have to wear some kind of tangkal, like something, a charm that take not to be near with the thing. So I think a week later I was already okay. Yeah, that was the worst part lah.
Oh, it's interesting because I mean, I never really never imagined, but it's interesting to hear that because we are of a different religion and race.
Yeah.
That you say you cake on some Chinese prayers, stuff like that. Yeah. So it's interesting that even though you guys are like, I mean, technically you and the ghost are of different religion and race, it is still able to like get into you and actually control your body.
Correct.
And all.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, and also like you mentioned that the Bomo actually knows everything, like what is the ethnicity and the cause and all. That's okay. But was it during Hungry Ghost?
I can't remember because I believe so. I think one of the Hungry Ghost month or anything. Because when I kicked the thing, eventually I have to come back and say sorry. Because the Bomo tell me that I have to go back to the place that I kicked. I can't remember where, but I think it's along the way that from school and to my house is not so far away. It was a walking distance. So I think along the way, I realized one of the Chinese house. There's a Chinese place at the front, so I asked sorry for it about it and everything. So yeah, after that it was okay.
So at the end of the day, the lesson is we always have to respect each other.
Each other religion.
Yes, correct.
Correct. Yeah.
It's so interesting because I was a big fan of, I'm sure you know who's Russell Lee.
Who?
Russell Lee is he's a very famous popular horror story writer from Singapore.
Russell Lee.
The author of True Singapore Ghost Stories.
Yes.
And I read all episodes of the books, and I saw a lot of like stories that where they talk about accidentally kicking on the prayer stuff during Hungry Ghost Month. And I think this happens so much is because I think Singapore is a very walkable place.
Yes, and it's so small.
Yeah, it's so small, and everywhere is connected. So you all can walk and prayers is just everywhere. For Malaysia, it's a bit hard because Malaysia, I'm sure you have been here for a long time, and Malaysia is such a non-walkable city. So we rarely get to come across all these prayer stuff in my personal point of view. So it's interesting, and one question before we proceed. I heard that in Singapore there is this building. It's called it's a HDB flat. It's like a diamond shape. Yeah, I forgot where is it. I forgot which area. And it's a very popular place.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of
stories.
Supernatural stuff.
Supernatural stories.
Yeah, but I'm not sure where is it already.
I can't remember what's the place, but I've encountered that place before also. But We can't go in now because it's already blocked and everything. So
Oh,
you
is
can't
it?
go up to the stairs and everything. It was totally locked up.
Oh, so the place is not inhabited anymore?
No more already. It's totally purely like nobody's staying there anymore already. Yeah, I think it's too much supernatural things
I see,
going on that place here. Yeah.
Wow. Indeed. And my previously, I also had a Singapore friend who came on to share her experiences. She also said that Singapore is very prone to horror stories is because of like what did you say? Because Singapore is such a small land, right? So when it comes to like people who passed away, eventually one day, because the land is so limited that you have to like I forgot what's the word called, like you have to like remove the bodies and the remains from the ground, from the grave, and let opportunity and provide a space for the
new
upcoming
one. Yes,
new
correct,
ones.
yeah.
So maybe that's why they say there's a lot of horror stories. What do you think about it?
Actually, yes, lah. Because Singapore is such a small country, and the what do you call that? The place is so limited. I think my brother-in-law's family, it was the grave has been digged up back and then compiled into one place, like 7 or 8 bodies or skeleton. I mean the bones, the remains and everything. So it was compiled into one place only. So now one graveyard for the old ones, they will compile into one. So maybe around 8 to 10. Yeah. So it's like that.
Interesting. Because I also I don't really know how it works for other region, because for Chinese, there's a lot of the Chinese remains that are actually cremated, so they were like burned. So they have an easier way, I would say, to like keep all the like remains and all. But for Muslim and some perhaps other religion also as well, because you guys are, I mean, your religion doesn't allow for like cremation, if I'm not wrong, right? So it's just interesting to know that that's how they do it. After that. Interesting.
That.
Thank you for the sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, so shall we go to the second one?
Yes, okay, the second one. The second one, okay. In Singapore, we love, at night when we got nothing to do, we love to like doing night walks and everything. So we will find a place that, there's no one, or it's near to the, not say hutan lah, all the jungle in Singapore is so small, so limited. So you have this one place called around Bukit Batu area. Me and my younger brother, and one of his friends, we were doing night walks. So we were one of them was having a camera on hand.
Oh, why? But
so
why?
when we were walking.
But why would you have the camera?
We're trying to capture the thing right in front of the camera.
Wait, so you guys went to jog for that reason?
Yeah, we want to do that.
Why?
We want to know whether really this thing can capture on visual, especially on the camera. It's very hard to capture that, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So we were doing night walks and everything, and then we was doing like around 100 meters. We have to sit down alone by ourselves and trying to get the supernatural things that going on lah. So eventually, I did that. Heard a lot of noises, but can't capture anything on the camera.
So means in the camera you can hear a lot of voices.
Yes, no, not in the camera. I was sitting down on my own with no lights and everything. It's like totally darkness, and then I can hear like people throwing stones or laughing or whistling. And everything, I can hear everything.
In that moment?
Yes, in that moment. Yeah.
Are you with your brother together?
Yeah, no. They were far away. They were 100 meters away. Yeah, we were assigned to sit down on our own to be brave. Trying to be brave, or trying to capture something on the camera, because they put a camera right in front of me, and then they were 100 meters away lah.
But
So
how do you
it was
feel?
scary lah, because it was no light. There was no light, and then the atmosphere was so eerie, and you can feel goosebumps and everything. And then I can hear people whistling, like sitting down on my own at the front, and at the back I can hear like someone is like. It was so clear. My hair was standing. I was like, please, no. And then they were throwing stones.
Did it hit you?
No, it didn't. It's like throwing on the ground. You can, I don't know, stop because it was so dark. So you can hear like somewhere people throwing stones, and you can hear people walking. Can hear the footsteps. You know, when we touch the leaves and everything, right? You can hear like people are walking, trying to get to near us. So it was very scary lah. And then we were walking, so we have never even captured anything on the camera. So we were there around 1 plus until 4 plus, 3 hours.
AM
in the morning. Yeah. And then eventually after we walk near to the lights, there was like every 50 meters or 100 meters, there's one lamppost. And then we were walking to the sidewalk lah. So 4 plus we were so tired. Okay lah, time for us to wrap up. So when we were walking along the way, so my brother's friend was holding the camera, and so okay lah, the battery wanted to get to how many percent left, right? So they off it lah. And then we were walking. There was light, no? There was a lamppost light. So at the side of this is all bushes. And then when we were walking, and then there's a sound of bushes, like a sound of movement from the bush. It was running, and all of a sudden it ran right in front of our eyes. From the bushes, it ran out. There was a white cloth.
A cloth?
Yeah, see, my hair is all standing. There was a white cloth shape. There's a head, but no legs. Okay, it just went out from the bush and stopped right in front of us. It was like bam. Then three of us was like, what is this? What is this? Is this a human or no? You know, we were wondering, you know. But I can see the shape of the head lah, but there was no leg. It was like floating in the air. I was so shocked. And then my friend's brother was trying to on the camera, and the thing suddenly I can see the visual in front of my own eyes. It was so soft when it was moving away to get into the bushes back.
So it's like macam terbang go.
Macam terbang gitu. Like then went to the bush. Because if kalau manusia lah, if a human being, there's gonna be you can hear running of footsteps and everything.
Correct.
But all of a sudden it's like went to the bushes back, and then the bush stand still, like keep quiet. I was like, what is that? We can't capture that on the camera. That was the saddest part lah. We wanted to get that on camera, but we couldn't. And everybody was so shocked. Like for 5 minutes, there's light, but still the thing came out. You know, it was I cannot exaggerate more lah, because I don't know how to explain when it's not a human being.
Definitely not a human.
Yeah, it's not human. So I believe there's a lot of I mean, not only us in the world exists. Yeah, so.
but I don't understand how to feel, because at that point of time you guys would be so scared.
Yeah.
But your friends' first instinct is to take out the camcorder and record it.
Wanted to record it, but I think the thing realized we wanted to capture on camera, and suddenly it just went off like that. I think just can see like, you know, a flash. And suddenly all of a sudden the white cloud like far away. That was.
Do you think it could be pocong, because you say that it had a shape of a head, but it was a white cloth, you know?
I don't think it's a pocong, but maybe a ponti. Maybe, maybe a ponti. But I don't know what is it lah. It was the moment where, what is this thing? Why is white cloth and there's a shape of a head on top of it, but there's no leg. I can see from the top, from the leg. I was like, what is this, man? Like 5 to 10 seconds I can see clearly, and all of a sudden it just went away. Wow, that was scary.
How do you guys encounter anything after that, or do you like get sick or anything?
Okay, we believe that when we go night walks and everything, we will not go back home straight. We cannot go back home straight because the thing will follow us. So normally we will all wait for subuh. After subuh, we will go to before subuh, we will drink tea and talk around, you know, chat what we experience and everything, and then after subuh, then we went back home.
So technically, you guys went home around 7.
No, 6 plus.
6
Yeah.
plus. Wow. That is so, I don't know what, that's so adventurous.
It is actually.
Yeah, the fact that you guys, I still cannot understand the rationale that you guys have the courage to just, the first thing I want to do is that I want to record the white thing.
Yeah, but we can't. That's the saddest part.
Yeah. If you did, maybe you could have shown it today. You know, never know. Right?
Yeah, but that thing, I realized that the white figure, the cloth that I saw, can't see it clearly, but there's one story that I'm gonna share with you just a bit.
Ooh, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
because when I was young, I was sending my girlfriend back home and everything. So it's a normal HDB flat. There was lights and everything. So she was staying on the second floor, and then I say bye to her and everything. And after I send her off, then I go down to the staircase. I walk. So I realized that maybe she wanted to say goodbye. So I turn around. And I see her door, whether it's open or she was waving goodbye and everything. But okay, eventually the door was closed. So okay lah. Then I realized I saw a figure, a black figure, like a human black figure, and it was standing right in front of a pillar, and it was doing like this. And I was thinking to myself, what is that thing? Is it a human or what, you know? And then I can see the figure is black, it's totally black.
Like peeping through.
Yeah, like peeping through, like looking at me like from far. Then I was like, can't be my girlfriend, the door is closed. So I turned back and I walked back slowly, and I was looking at it, and then I realized the black thing moved like a flash, man. It's like, then it's gone. See, my hands
I'm having goosebumps
it
right
was
now.
like, and it's gone. I was like, oh, that was the encounter. That was like, what is that? It's a black thing. Yeah. Normally I can see his ghost is white, but this is like black figure. I don't know whether orang minyak or what. I don't know lah. Or in Malay they call pelesit. Pelesit. Yeah, pelesit. Pelesit is like, I don't know what they call pelesit lah.
Put a picture.
Yeah. It's a black figure, but that one was one of my encounter that a supernatural thing that I encountered before.
Do you tell your then girlfriend about it?
I did the next day, and she was like, really? She said, yeah, outside of your house. I was like, wow. Then next time, every time I have to send her back home lah. I have to encounter, I have to go through it again. But that was the only time that I saw. Yeah.
Okay, it's interesting because I know for Singapore, especially HDB flats, right? When someone passed away, especially for this is for Chinese, right? I know when they pass away, they have the ceremony under the HDB flat,
correct.
Right? Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know because I have heard a lot of stories, like because they have the ceremony there, then people who pass by and go home very late, we definitely pass by.
Yes.
So I don't know. It felt a little bit eerie to me, but I understand why they do it there because that's
get close to the family.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But I have heard one story. Maybe I just like slid in a little bit of story.
I won't listen.
Yeah. So it's not my story, but it's just what I read lah. So there was this girl that came back, from work, I think. Then because they were having like the ceremony below, so then he saw this like little boy that was like playing like some, I don't know what she playing, I forgot it. But then after that, eventually when she walked past through the altar, like the altar, she saw the picture is the little boy's picture.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But for us Singaporeans, we encounter all these kind of things, and like people pass away, we respect. But for us, it's normal. The feeling that there's gonna be someone over there, because they won't leave the body by themselves. There must be a family member sitting down.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, it's normal lah. For us, it's normal lah.
Because for here, usually they do it at a designated place that's like what's it called, memorial service place, or is doing at the house.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's really quite different. Like people always say Singapore and Malaysia are so similar, but at the same time there are things that are so different.
Yeah.
True that. Well, that's nice. And also I just want to ask because for Malaysia we often hear about like Malay or it's Muslim related like supernatural things, because of course Malaysia is predominantly of Malay races, right, and also Muslim people. What about Singapore? I wonder, because Singapore is more Chinese. The majority of
majority
Chinese.
is Chinese. Yeah.
So like maybe the ghost story, is it more related to Chinese people, or is more related to like Malay, or I don't know, you know?
I think it's not because of Malay or Chinese, because eventually, like for us multiracial country, everyone will encounter these kind of things. Yeah, they have in Chinese, if they saw something also, it can be like Pontianak or Pocong. They will see one. They definitely will see. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same everything. But it's horror stories about everything. You know, a small boy can be people who commit suicide and everything. So eventually they will go through this kind of situation. Yeah. Very scary actually. Yeah. But international stories also I got also. No?
Oh, yeah. Let's go in then.
Yeah, that time I was in Bali.
Oh, wait, I never heard a horror story from Bali.
Bali was scary.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, I was having holiday with my wife, and then I've got this show that was coming up in between my holidays that I've already booked, so I can't cancel it. So I came on the first day. We were having holidays in Bali for nearly a week actually.
Oh, wow.
So the second or third day, I remember that I have to fly back to Singapore. So my wife was alone, but she managed to call her best friend to come to Bali and just to accompany her lah.
Oh, so that's a very good friend.
Yeah, it's a very good friend. She
got
a very good best friend lah. But okay, on the second day or third day that we changed into a new hotel. We checked into a new hotel. So we just relax ourselves, unpack and everything. So we were tired, and then we wanted to watch TV. So we were lying down on the bed lah. The bed was here. We were lying straight to the television.
Oh, but back then you haven't back to Singapore.
Yeah,
You're still there.
I was still there. I think on the next day, then I will fly off to Singapore back for the show. So we were watching TV. We were lying down watching TV, and the TV was here. And then at the back of the TV is a ceiling, right? So behind the ceiling, there's nothing. Okay. Eventually, there's nothing. We were the last room. Okay, we were the last room. So we were watching TV relax ourselves, watching a movie and stuff. And then there's one moment, there's a knocking sound on the ceiling. It was like a banging, like boom, boom. Me and my wife, at one time, we were straight away looking at each other. It's like, we didn't say like, what was that? It's like, turn and look at each other. It's like, okay, never mind. We just watch TV. We keep quiet. Okay, never mind. So that was the encounter, the thing that I encountered lah. But when I left for Singapore, her best friend was not there yet. So she was totally alone.
Oh man.
Yeah, she was totally alone. She told me this story. She was having a nap in the afternoon, and then she dreamed in the hotel that we stayed in. She was lying down, and there's a lady right in front of her, and was looking at her. I don't know white cloth or red cloth, I can't remember. But she told me that the lady was looking at her, and all of a sudden, the bed that she was lying down, it was shaking tremendously. It was like shaking vibrantly. She was so scared. She was so paranoid. And then she woke up, and she realized that, okay, she was still on the bed, and the moment was like real. It's still the same, but there's no woman. The bed was not shaking, but she woke up, and then she straight away stand up. She walked out of the hotel, get dressed a bit, walk out of the hotel, and go to the restaurant, wait for her friend to come. Yeah, but when I came back from Bali to Singapore back, then I realized, well, because I was a smoker. I mean, I'm a smoker. So there's a balcony at the back of it. So eventually, when I would get to smoke, I realized there was a Bali place for their prayers and everything. So there was like so many patong and everything, and then there was banana tree. Oh, that is why it's so scary. Yeah, there was some graves at the back and everything.
Huh? At the back of the hotel?
Yeah, at the back of the hotel.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that was, I think that was why we encountered this kind of situation. Yeah, it was very scary lah, actually. She went through that.
You are lucky lah.
I am lucky.
And the banana tree.
Yeah.
We know banana tree
we
is
know.
prone to
Yes.
all those.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, okay. It's interesting because now that you talk about Bali, I suddenly remember there's one video I saw. I think it's nice to share because apparently in Bali there's this tradition where I don't think this is horror lah, but it's just like there's tradition of where I think a wealthy family or at least like well-off family, they will when their children were born, they will take a little bit of the placenta, and then they're gonna put it into, I forgot, if it's not mistaken, it's like a coconut shell. They'll put a placenta, and then they will collect maybe a few family members, and they will tie it in this forest.
Oh.
Yeah. So the idea behind is that it's like a berkat lah. It's like a blessing for the family.
I see.
And you have to like keep it nicely. You cannot break it.
Oh.
If it's broken, then like maybe it will not be good for the family. But it's in Bali, and I've heard of Bali so many times. I only know Bali is a heaven for beaches, party and like spiritual place.
Yes.
But I didn't know there's a place like this in Bali. Yeah, and if not mistaken, they also tied in some trees, but I forgot, is it banana trees?
Wow, really? They tied the placenta?
Like they put the placenta inside the
Plastic bag?
Yeah, no, inside the coconut shell.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So they tied on the tree, and according to the video I was watching, so the people said that they go there, they actually felt a sense of peace.
Really?
You would have expected that they went there and they will feel something weird and off, right?
Peace.
Yeah, but it's actually a sense of peace.
Really?
Yeah, and they say they don't feel scared at all because I think it's a place of people try to like blessing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean placenta lah, it's not like deformed. It's not like dead babies and all lah.
Yeah.
So I guess lah.
But if you talk about placenta, when my wife gave birth at night time, I have to, because we have to wash our wife placenta and everything, make it really clean. I was washing the placenta lots of times, and then my brother was suggesting me that I think you have to bury it tonight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Instead.
Yeah.
No.
But that's why when you tell me about when they tie it on the thing and they feel peace, I have this moment where I have to go to in Singapore there's this called it's a old masjid. It's called Masjid Kampung Waasan. It's around Sembawang area. That place is very, very scary and haunted.
Where is Sembawang, is it?
Yes.
Okay, maybe next time I go Singapore.
Singaporeans will know where is Kampung Waasan. That is a very scariest, one of the scariest places in Singapore.
Is there any stories from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wash and everything, the placenta, make it clean. So my brother was suggesting me to bury it tonight because we can't leave it here because it's not going to be nice. Because placenta, as we know, Pontianak like this placenta very much. So, and that eventually that night also, we drive from Mount Elizabeth Hospital to Sembawang, I think around 30 minutes drive. So it was around 2 a.m. in the morning. So eventually when we dropped at the Masjid Kampung Waasan is just at the front lah. So we have to bury it a bit further, like at the back of it lah. So eventually when we stopped there, the car, I opened my door and there's dog howling. Ow!
Wow.
And I see my headset.
When you just open the door.
Yeah, just when I opened the door, the dog was howling very loudly. I was like, okay, relax. My brother said, relax, just relax. Because my brother is good at reciting words and everything. He can see all these kind of things. So I came out and I bring the I tie it up inside the plastic bag and everything in a white cloth and everything, and on top of it is plastic bag because when we want to bury the placenta, we are afraid, we don't want the dogs to dig it up and eat it. So we will try to dig as
Deep as possible.
as deep as possible. So when I came out, my brother and me were digging up the thing. So hair was standing, and you can feel the presence is there already. And then I don't feel comfortable after that. Then when I turn around, I can see a white cloth like on top of the tree. When I saw that, I was like, okay. I don't need to say any words. My brother said, just keep quiet, just keep on digging. That was the moment. I just keep on, never turn back. I would never turn back. So dig. After that, we dig, we place it properly, we put it back. Then straight away we do some du'as and everything. Then after that, we just drive off. But when I turned around, that was the moment when I turned. I saw a white cloth was hanging on the tree, waiting to be served, I think.
Wait, so you're telling me that's maybe pond?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it was a moment where I couldn't forget. But I straight away when I turned, I looked, I was like, oh, no, not now. You know, I'm trying to do something here.
But is there a reason why you have to tanam it behind the masjid?
In Singapore, we do that eventually, yeah.
So it's the norm. So everyone
normal,
does that.
yeah. Yeah, it's normal for us over there.
But is it a designated place where people dig and put the placenta, or it's just random?
I think to be safe, we would try to bury it near to the mosques. It's much more safer. Yeah.
Wow, I feel like I've learned so much today about Singapore horror stuff. Okay, I also got one question, because you know, I'm so obsessed with horror stuff.
Okay.
Especially I watch so much horror things about Singapore.
Okay.
Since you say masa dulu when you're young, you share like dating with your wife, right?
Correct, yeah.
Then I know is it near Changi or the beach or something? There was this tower.
Yeah.
Yes, or I think you know which tower I'm talking about, right? So there was a lot of like haunted things happen, and apparently I think there was a couple that was attacked many years ago. Yeah, and eventually I think the guy or the girl passed away. Have you actually went there to like dating?
Last time of course dating time you like to go East Coast Park and everything, all these places near to the beach. But actually, I've never came across go to the place and wanted to know and everything. But it's very scary around East Coast area where the tower is because I just came across with cycling. I was cycling at night, but there was the tree was so high and so thick that you can feel the presence is not so good. Yeah, at night, even the lights, they would dare to come out and disturb you. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, but it's very scary.
You have seen the tower yourself?
Yes, I've seen the tower myself, yeah. So many stories there. I heard a lot of stories there.
Yeah, I mean, because actually, fun fact, I actually go to Singapore area because I have a lot of relatives in Singapore. So every time I go there, I will stay in Changi. Like
but Changi Chalet is very scary.
The RRC area.
Yeah, it's very, very scary there.
I'm always there. And I once lived at the chalet opposite of Old Changi Hospital.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so at night when we came back, after visiting relatives and all, we passed by the hospital. The feeling is so unsettling.
But now it's totally closed, abandoned. We cannot go in. Last time when I was young, last time trying to be gangster and stuff like that. So eventually we sit that it was still open. It was not totally closed. Yeah, I relax over there with lots of my brothers.
You relax over there.
We relax there, like do naughty stuff drink all these dirty things we do. But the place is so eerie actually. The old Changi Hospital, very, very eerie.
Yeah, I've never been in. Thank God. I mean, I don't think I would want to, but I was just passing by. Hopefully, I bring my team there.
Yes.
Okay, never. Okay. I mean, actually, I think time is almost up, but I want to just be selfish. I want you to tell me one more story. Can
One more story. What story can I tell?
I want to, because it's so hard for me to get someone that's not from Malaysia.
Okay.
One story.
When I get possessed, when I was small at that time, I was staying at the same place, Yishun. We stayed at Yishun.
Yishun, isn't it a place
where
a lot of crimes happen?
I was from Yishun. I stayed there, I think, how many years? More than 15 years I stayed there. Yeah.
Okay.
When I was really small, primary 2, I was there until I was in national service. Oh, I think around 18 years, 15 to 18 years I stayed there. And that same place that I stayed almost like 10 years, that block I think is quite scary actually. Yeah, even at night. And then we were the second last of the house. So this house was a Chinese house. So we were all friendly lah, because neighbors, right? But then one night, our family was sleeping lah, because I like to sleep in the hall area.
Oh.
So where can I watch TV? And then if I never off the TV, my father would wake up and hantam me and say, "Hey, you never off the TV." All this kind of stuff. So one day when my younger sister was sleeping in the room. Okay, in the room. So I was sleeping in the hall area. So she was sleeping soundly. We all were sleeping soundly. And then I was sleeping at the hall area. And then all of a sudden, I heard banging on the door, on the main door, because the hall area is not that big lah. And then the windows you can see outside. If you never close the curtain, you can see outside and everything. So I think around 3 a.m. in the morning, I heard somebody knocking loudly on the door.
3 a.m. in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody knocking on the door. Dong, 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 dong. Buka. Then I was like, I woke up lah. I woke up and it's like, who is this? 3 a.m. in the morning. Then the old doors type is like, you have the open area, but before the open area, we have the one lock that we have to lock below, right?
Faham.
And then I have to unlock the thing. Check. Then I open the door. My younger sister was outside. Crying, really like massively crying.
Who's in the room then?
No, somebody pick her out and put her outside. Oh my God. She was sleeping in the room. All of a sudden she was outside. How come she can be outside? And the door is locked. Yeah, that was very scary.
Wow, I know. I mean, since this is such a sudden story that I want you to tell me, I didn't know that you will become so scary.
And then she was crying. My father woke up and everything. I was like, what happened? Why are you outside? I don't know why I was sleeping inside. All of a sudden I was sleeping outside. Wow, that was scary. But I realized my last door neighbor, the Chinese neighbor, my father ever encountered a figure, like a human, but you know, in Chinese they have this wayang where they all wear this loktang and everything like.
Yeah, the Chinese.
My father saw the figure outside the house. Ever before. Yeah, ever before. But she was just standing like that. But with the, like all this hat, all this red, but it was red. The guy was wearing red. Yeah, but my sister encountered that feeling. Wow, until now she still remember that. The moment. I don't know how come all of a sudden she woke up outside of the house and she was crying. And I have to unlock. I remember I have to unlock and she was outside. How did she went outside? Until now is a question mark for me also.
So
scary lah.
So that house, I would assume that house when you were staying back in Yishun,
maybe it's not that good lah. Yeah, around the area lah, it's not that good.
My God, indeed, Mr. Is comes from the land of horror stories. I feel like his stories are so gongpak.
It's surreal. It's surreal.
Oh my God. I wish I could hear more, but unfortunately I cannot anymore. Okay. But hopefully in the future, you have time, you have more stories, you can come back.
I have a lot of stories. Next time I come back.
Come back and tell us more.
Yes.
And before we end, have you remember how to sing the song already?
Okay, Ken, I remember now. I think because of the whole stories we told it.
Okay, let's go. Okay. I want to fulfill my wish.
Okay.
I want to listen.
Termenungku sendiri, memendam rindu tidak menentu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me tonight
Yeah,
today.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
And I hope next time you can bring more
Oh
stories.
my God, I love to tell stories with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
and
you.
also, guys, if you have any stories, please go to eerified's IG and my IG to drop your stories, or you can just comment on the YouTube video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and yeah, whatever lah.
Yeah.
Okay, see you guys in the next episode.
See you. Take care.
Bye bye.